Hey y'all, how's it going? Okay, no Sullivan Family Homestead here on our Thursday live chat. Hey Pickers, hey Miss Kelly. How y'all doing today? I'm so glad to see you guys here. You just don't know how good it is to see you folks here ready for our little meetups. I'll tell you, today's been a really long day. So I actually don't feel very good tonight, so I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to stay online and chat with you guys tonight, but I'll try to stay here for at least a few minutes and say hey to everybody. Oh gosh, Miss Kelly, good luck. I hope that it goes well for you guys. That's a long time to be on a train, isn't it? So what have y'all been up to so far? Hey, a half acre, how's it going? Today's been kind of one of them days where I just don't feel very good, and all sorts of things just haven't gone the way I thought they was going to go. So it's just been a long day. Hey, Miss Barbara, how are you? I don't know if I'm coming down with something or if I just probably need to go to the doctor, but I hate worse than death to go to the doctor. So, but I just don't feel right today. Today I just feel really yucky. Hey, Miss Jazz, how goes? I love your little icon there. That's cute. A little chick coming out of its egg. It's almost time. It is almost time. We are on lockdown mode today. Today is day 18. So thank you so much, Half Acre. I'm not really sure what's going on with me. I just don't feel it today. And not just I don't feel like doing anything, but I really don't feel very good today. Matthew fixed dinner because Thursday is Matthew cooks night, and he made stuffed peppers and mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables, and it looks real good. And I ate a couple of bites and felt like I might get sick, so he's gonna put that in the refrigerator so I can have it for lunch tomorrow. Hey Suburban, how's it going? Hey, if you're doing work, you can come up here and get some done for me too. Miss Kelly, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the heat is tough, but I haven't been out in it today. I was out in a little bit yesterday, but I've been doing a lot of work indoors today. The county fair is coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend. We start turning in our entries for the fair, so I've got a lot of work to get done. I've got a few entries that I want to get put in there, and I don't even have a couple of them started yet. So I'm gonna be working hard on that. But I definitely have overcommitted myself on a little bit of stuff for a little while now, a couple of weeks, and I think maybe that's part of it. I'm still trying to play catch up, but anyway, I've got a whole list of things that I'm entering. One of the things I'm gonna enter some of my jelly. Hoping to enter some salsa this year. This will be a first time for me entering salsa because it's the first time I've had enough tomatoes to do it. So I'm excited about that. And usually I enter a crocheted Afghan, but this year I didn't even get an Afghan finished. I have one, if you look in, let's see, there's the little clear tote there, there's a black tub there, and a black tub beside it. That black tub has squares for an Afghan, about halfway finished. So, and I know I'm not going to get them done before the fair, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Hey Lee, how's it going? But let's see, I have won ribbons, yeah. Actually, that's one of the things I'm disappointed about not having that Afghan ready yet is I've put a different Afghan in every year for the last 3 years, and I've got first place with my Afghans. So, I mean, that's good. I'm really excited about that, but man, I really just bit it this year. I got so busy with the house and the homestead that I just didn't make time for it, and that was a mistake on my part. But the good way of looking at it is I'm halfway finished with next year's Afghan, so I'm already that much farther ahead. So, let's see, I've got some crocheted things that I'm putting in, some paper crafted things, different stuff like that in there. Half acre, let me think. I'm not sure if I know how to, let's see if I can figure out how to do a screen share here. No, that's not what I want to do. Let's see. Huh. Let's see that. That's chat. That's something else. Huh. Okay. Well, look, I'm not sure how to share pictures of my Afghans, but I may have one on my phone. Let me see here. I don't mean to be rude or anything. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and play on my phone while I'm talking to you folks. But let me see if I got any pictures on here. So, and also one of the things that I am kind of excited about entering this year, and I don't know if I'll get anywhere with it or not, but there are 2 categories for sunflowers. One of the categories is for the biggest head, and the other category is for the tallest. You know, I'm hoping, I have a couple of them out in the garden right now that are mammoth giant sunflowers, and I'm thinking I might have a chance at getting a ribbon on one of those. So we'll have to see. But let's see here. So Jazz says, just go get one on the couch. I actually have a what's called a drop in the pond, and I don't really know how to explain it to you except that the stitches look like you've thrown a rock into the pond and the ripples that come out. So the center is, you know, well, pretend this is a square. The center is a square, and then it has little ripples that come out from that, and it goes the length of the Afghan. Maybe I'll enter that one. I mean, I haven't entered that one before. I don't know that it's necessarily, I mean, it's not a blue ribbon winner, but, you know, I don't know, maybe to get a 3rd place, maybe. I mean, a ribbon's a ribbon. So, Jazz, winning ribbons actually is a lot of fun. I was getting the little flyer together. Our county fair puts this little like a newspaper insert. It's kind of like a little paper magazine that goes in the newspaper, and it has all of the schedule for the whole week listed, and it has the different categories that you could put your things in. You know, it tells you like the different canned goods and baked goods and things like that. And anyway, so I had pulled that out a couple of days ago and was marking on there the things that I was planning on putting in and getting an idea of where I am in things and how much more work I've got left to do. And I have this tote bag that I put all of last year's things into, and I had pulled it out and had pulled the ribbons out of it. And actually, I can show you that. There's, let's see. Huh. Well, if I get closer, does it help? Not really. Okay, there we go. There's some ribbons. Anyway, that's some of last year's ribbons. Oh, Macho. Hi, Macho. Could you get the white Afghan out of our closet that I entered in the fair last year, please? Okay, will you bring that first? Matthew will get us that Afghan. Hey, Jonathan, how's it going? About to beaten batters. What? Oh. Lock. Goodness. Woo! Goodness. That was horrible. All right.
Look, oh, there I
am. There we go. Can you hold it up? I'll move back so he can hold it up a little bit. There you go. This is actually almost, well, I mean, it is counted as a king size Afghan. There we go. But each of the squares are different. Every single one of them have a different pattern. Why, thank you. They have a different pattern, a different design or whatever. And there are a lot of three-dimensional flowers like this one and this one here. And somewhere there's an owl. Here he is. There's an owl square too. So, but that one was one of those projects that I started a couple of years ago, and it wasn't meant to be done on any specific timeline. Let me come back in here. It wasn't meant to be done on any specific timeline. It was just do these little squares as I go along, and I wanted them to be bright neon type, really fun and vibrant colors, and then I stitched them all together in white. So, but that Afghan is actually really big. I mean, like I said, it's a king size Afghan, but that was the one I put in last year. And then the one the year before was kind of a girly one. It was purple and teal and pink and I think yellow. And it was really pretty too. It was more of a floral motif. Hey, Jonathan, don't worry about it. I have not been feeling good today, and it took me a second to even figure out what on earth he was saying. Oh, goodness. So it is okay. But anyway, I also usually turn in a crocheted outfit for Hannah's American Girl doll. I've done Elsa's Frozen dress, you know, the blue-green one with the long cape. I did that one last year. I've done a University of Tennessee cheerleader's outfit the year before, which actually kind of hard for me to process, putting those colors together and putting that horrible power tee on there. I wish Cherish was in here right now so I could tease her about it, but I'm a diehard Oklahoma Sooners fan, so to make this University of Tennessee cheerleader outfit was kind of rough. But hey, these folks don't care about the Oklahoma Sooners. They care about Tennessee. So I kind of cheated and played on their weaknesses a little bit. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jonathan. So, but hey, Jatan, how's it going? This year I'm hoping to do a tiered cake. It'll actually be done with styrofoam tiers instead of a real cake. Yeah. Suburban picks up on that one. Stop her chores long enough to say something. Oh, that's funny. But anyway, this cake, I'm still in the midst of designing it, and I'm really hopeful to have it done in time. But the tiers are going to be styrofoam so that it'll be shelf stable for however long, and I can still use royal icing instead of buttercream. And I can ice and decorate it and everything. And so I'm hoping to do something there. And I have this idea in my mind of this tiered cake that's going to have like different fair and carnival scenes on it. And the top of the cake will have a chocolate carousel on it if I get it done. I have a mold that will do the top of the carousel and the bottom, you know, and the little horses with the posts and whatnot. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it done. But if I don't, you know, I'm so far behind this year that it's not even funny. So I'm having to kind of step back and tell myself it's okay. It's just the county fair. It's not that big a deal, and it'll be here next year. But I look forward to it, and I do look forward to getting the ribbons. I actually look forward to getting the money more than I look forward to the ribbons. So it's not much, you know, it's just a little county fair. So maybe it's, you know, $7 for a first place ribbon and $5 for a second and $3 or $4 for a third or whatever. But when you've got 20 something items in there, that starts adding up. And, you know, I pick up my stuff and I've got a $75 check or an $85 check. And, you know, that's a nice little chunk of change for just bringing stuff into the fair. So, and then a lot of the stuff I can turn around and sell at the craft fairs or whatever. So, you know, I get kind of a win-win either way there. But anyway, so that's the big thing going on with me right now. But our garden is still doing well. Monkey Man Matt went out there and finished weeding everything, so it looks really good. And I gotta tell you guys about this. Our peppers are doing some kind of weird thing. They're doing some kind of weird thing. I have 3 rows of peppers, and one of the rows is supposed to be sweet peppers. Another row is supposed to be Purple Beauty bell peppers. And the other row is supposed to be, is it California Wonder? California Wonder bell peppers. And then I have 1 jalapeno pepper plant because we don't really do spicy too much. I just put that in there so that we could add a tiny touch of flavor to our salsa. And so that we could have stuffed jalapeno peppers one night, because we had some somewhere one time and they were really good. They were wrapped in bacon and they were put on the grill. But anyway, what's happening is the jalapeno plant's doing what it's supposed to be doing, and the California Wonders are looking like they're supposed to be looking, and the Purple Beauties are looking like they're supposed to be looking. But those sweet peppers are looking like their seeds got mixed up in the warehouse or something, and they just dumped them all into one packet. I have got some purple bell pepper looking peppers on some of them. I've got some great big green bell pepper looking peppers on some of them. And then I have what I'm assuming is what they're supposed to be like are about, oh, this tall. Gosh, that looks way bigger on TV. Okay, they're about this tall, light yellow, and they're kind of, you know, like a banana pepper. They kind of curve up and they're to a point, and they grow upright instead of hanging down. And those ones are actually sweet. They taste a little bit like a banana pepper, like they have kind of a sweet but vinegary taste to them. But none of the peppers on that row look the same. None of them. I don't know what's happened, but I pulled them out of the same package, and I planted those ones first. So I know that I didn't, you know, mix them up or, you know, the wind blow them or whatever. I know that those were all from that one package. So it's the weirdest thing I ever saw. Weirdest thing. Miss Kelly says she's finally got flowers on her pepper plants. That's good. But y'all are up north, so you're just getting into your good growing season, aren't you? Miss Jazz, you tell your 5-year-old baby I said thank you so much. That's very sweet. Hey, Bandana, how's it going? I'm going to hang in here as long as I can. I may make it the whole hour. I haven't been feeling good today, so. But I feel a little bit better talking to you guys. I really enjoy these live streams. I'm just going to say, I really do enjoy y'all. But anyway, so peppers are doing really good, and now that the weeds are all out of the way, they're doing even better. The tomatoes have been doing really good this whole time. I can say that, you know, I may not be real good at growing some things, but I can grow some tomatoes. I can't grow onions to save my gizzard, and I don't do so well with garlic either, but I can grow some tomatoes. So, and actually, I know I've seen a lot of update videos on folks' pumpkins for the pumpkin challenge, and mine aren't doing so well either. I have a couple of pumpkins there, and they're doing okay, but they're struggling. The leaves look like, I don't know, like they're having trouble. They're discolored and they're getting spots, and I know that I've got some kind of bugs that are getting a hold of their stalks, and I go out there and I'm picking on them and I'm trying to get them out of there, but I'm telling you, they're rough. They're real rough. I don't know if I'm gonna have something to show for this this contest or not. I don't know. So I may not be so good at growing pumpkins either. But by golly, I got plenty of tomatoes. Yeah, now, Bandana, Grandma, you say your watermelons are just forming. I've got a couple of watermelons in there, and those plants look really good, and they're doing good. I've got a melon in there that's probably about ready to pull out. So that's good. Hey, Four Hearts, how's it going? You did make it. Bandana says eating some cherry tomatoes, but just getting blossoms on the peppers. Zone 7A in Maryland. Yes, ma'am. I'm in Zone 7B, darling. We've had peppers for a few weeks now. So, but they're really kicking in. So I don't know. I'm hoping that we'll have a good turnout on things. Jatan says her pumpkins are blooming, but the blooms are dying and falling off. Yeah, we've had a little trouble with that too. We started out earlier, maybe a few weeks ago. We had some really good sized blossoms on there and they looked good, but man, this last couple of weeks, I don't know if it's because of the heat or what, but shoo, they're really struggling now. So, hey, Prissy, how's it going, honey? But anyway, so I've got some of my sunflowers, and you know, they're grown. They're grown about the size that I expected them to be. But the heads started sagging before they were totally grown, and the sunflower seeds, some of them are in there, but they're not colored right. They're still white, and a lot of them are missing. Like the birds or bugs or whatever are trying to get to the seeds already. And so I had pulled one of the seeds out of one of the sunflower heads that was still there, and the seed was totally empty. I mean, totally empty. So I don't know what the heck's up with that. But I've got the one. I have the one sunflower that I'm hoping that I can enter in the fair, and it still has all of its seeds intact. I'm hoping that they'll maybe stay in there long enough to actually make something. But I don't know if that's a qualification for the fair or not, so that may be something to think about. Miss Bandana, I hope that your travels are safe and you get there okay. I'm sure that you'll have a great time. Prissy says they just picked their first watermelon a few days ago. That is awesome. Listen, I gotta tell you, we have 2 watermelon plants out in the garden, and they're, what are they, Crimson Sweets? Does that sound right? Yeah, Crimson Sweet. And Hannah has already claimed them. They are hers. Maybe if we're lucky, she'll share some of her watermelon with us, but they are her plants. So, but oh, I'm real sorry to hear about that, honey. Four Hearts said that it's sad listening to everybody's gardens doing good. We had to restart ours. Lovely Florida weather. I'll tell you, the weather in general, I think, has been really strange for everybody this year. You know, we're here in East Tennessee, and it doesn't get real cold, but still, this last year was really warm. Like this past winter was super warm. I could wear capris or some of them even shorts in the middle of what was supposed to be the winter time. So it is interesting and a bit scary to think about, isn't it? But so Four Hearts, what kind of stuff are you putting in your garden now that you're restarting it? The good thing is you get to do whatever you want to again, huh? I hadn't planned on doing a fall garden, but like I had said last week, I had started collecting seeds and had put them down on a tray in the guest room on the dresser, and I think that it's the humidity from the washer and dryer downstairs that caused them to start germinating. So now I have to plant them again, and I have to plant more stuff. Might as well go ahead and plant some other things if I'm planting the peas. So, you know, whatever. Aw, Bandana, you're gonna have a great time. Hey, that's good, Four Hearts. I really hope you do good this time around. You know, you can't help the weather, darling. So, Prissy, I lost a bit too. I think I've heard quite a few folks losing some stuff. I'm glad that we haven't lost everything, but you know, we struggled really hard with those stupid cabbage worms. I'm telling you, they were the bane of my existence this year. They really were. Tim, you are late, sir. It's Sully Night Live. I like that. I don't even feel good enough to tease you now this time, Tim. I'm all bit, spitting it out and talking over myself. I don't know. But you lost your mind once. But anyway, goodness. Oh, so today is lockdown day for Charlotte's Eggs. And he can't be late. Oh, Tim. But anyway, today's lockdown day for Charlotte's Eggs. And, you know, if you guys saw my candling video the other day, it looks like maybe one of the eggs decided to, or one of the babies decided maybe to, I don't know, not make it. I don't know if it's dead or not, but I thought I saw movement in the egg, but it could have just been wishful thinking too. Either way, the egg is still in the incubator, and I'm gonna leave it in there and see if something happens. I am candling this evening as soon as it gets dark enough, before I actually put it all down on lockdown. But anyway, I'll keep you guys posted, of course. And the other baby is big and healthy and moving all over the place. So I know I'll have at least one baby if I don't ruin it. Hey, Sherry, how's it going, darling? Bandana, I appreciate that. Thank you. But yes, come on, chickies. I'm really hoping. But you know, I had a comment on that video, and it brought up a good point that I wasn't really thinking about before. I hadn't intended on having a brooder set up this time of year. I hadn't planned on having any more chickens in the house this year at all. But now I'm starting to think about it. The post was asking if I was going to go and buy some day-old chicks to raise with this baby, because it would be by itself, or you know, even just the two of them would be by themselves. Was I going to put some other baby chicks with them? And the answer to that question at the time was no way, man, no. But that was a good point. It actually was a valid point to think about. So anyway, there's a couple of local East Tennessee chicken Facebook pages for sale and raising and whatnot. So I posted on a couple of them to see if anybody might have some light Brahma eggs incubating right now. So we'll see. Hopefully, I wouldn't mind raising a couple of those with my chickens, but I don't think there's anything else that I'd really like to raise with them, to be honest. So I don't know. I hate to think about one little chick all by itself, but what are you gonna do? You know, I don't know. But Bandana says, that's quite the glamour photo you have on your scrapping page. Those are fun for us who go without makeup and coiffers a lot. Oh, goodness. Yeah, you're actually seeing the one and only picture like that in quite some time, to be honest with you. The only thing I can say to that is, I can clean up when I want to. It is kind of neat to see, though, the difference, isn't it? It's totally different. I promise it's me, though. Tim, yes, but no, I didn't put any vinegar in my water. I should, huh? So, Four Hearts says, animal poop is not glamour? I tell you, it's something. Between that and the red clay and grass, and whatever else, dust, pine sap. I get pine sap. You know, we've got, I don't know what, 6 or 7 white pine trees in our yard. So occasionally I find some pine sap somewhere and carry it in with me in my hair, you know, on my hands. And you can't wash that stuff off. It has to wear out. So, oh, thank you, Bandana. That's so sweet. She said she knew it was me. I have a lot of natural good stuff to work with. You're so sweet. So the scrapping page, it's something that I absolutely, I don't want to say I'm passionate about it, but yeah, I love it. I really enjoy it. It's a stress relief for me. But basically it's all things paper crafting. I make handmade cards, boxes, bags, scrapbook pages, all sorts of things. And so I decided to start doing it as a business, and we'll see how it goes. But at least, worst case scenario, I am my best customer and I get my supplies for a discount instead of paying regular price for it. So I'm not too worried if it goes well as far as that goes, you know. Let's see here. Yeah, I can give you a link. Maybe I can. But anyway, it's a fun new adventure too, and basically it's, you know, it's a home business, and the company is called Stampin' Up, which is has been in business for a while, quite a few years actually, and I think they're just absolutely amazing. So there you go, guys. Shut up, Tim. So anyway, I'm getting ready to start doing some classes, and that's something I really enjoy too. Um, I really like teaching classes and workshops and stuff, so I'll be putting together some workshops really soon, and they'll be anywhere from a one-time card class to an all-inclusive workshop, to a hostess club that lasts for 6 months at a time. So, Tim, my goodness. Sherry, conk him on the head. But, yes, Miss Kelly, we have talked. As addicted as you are absolutely right. I'm thinking about how I'm going to reorganize my craft room, because I actually have this, I guess the folks that lived in this place before us had it as a huge walk-in closet, and it is really big. It's, I don't know, maybe 10-foot by 12-foot space. That's a pretty decent sized little room. Pretty decent size for a closet anyway. But that's turned into my little craft room. Tim, I just don't know what we would do without you. Life would be boring, that is for sure. So, oh yeah, that's cute, Jazz. She says, I usually use my ticket puncher to make happy faces for the kids, and they love it. That is awesome. I have several different punches that I'm working on trying to, you know, make different things with. So one of the punches is an owl, and there are, you know, a dozen different ways that I can use that owl. And love you, Tim, mean it. But anyway, so you can take, you know, like this owl punch, and if you turn it upside down and you cut this part or this part off, it looks like a tulip, right? So, you know, there are various things that you can do with the same punch. And while I really, really do enjoy all of my crafty stuff, I especially enjoy it when it has multi-functions or multi-purposes. And so, you know, the owl is really cute by itself, but if I can turn it into other things, like the flower, like a ghost, like a mummy, or, you know, all these different things that I can do that's super cute, and it's all from the same punch. So that's fun. Yes, Sherry, that's what I'm saying. Boom. Bandana says she forgot to pack her hairbrush and she looks like Grandmama from the Addams Family. Oh, goodness. You see what I would miss if I weren't here with you guys? I'm using my hand to prop my head up so that I'll stay upright, but I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. I really do. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Sherry, you are absolutely right. 2 months. 2 months and counting. Actually, 2 months and a week, right? Week and a half, something like that. So, yes, I am excited. I am looking forward to it. I actually got invited just yesterday. There's this big, I don't know, crafters workshop, like a craft fair, some kind of a craft fair event that they're putting together here locally. And it's this group that's just started up, and this is the first year for this event, and they're wanting to make it something more than just a craft fair. They're wanting to have demonstrations and different events and workshops and things like that throughout the day. And one of them reached out to me yesterday and asked if I could, or if I would be willing to come and do a yarn spinning demonstration, and I had to turn them down because it's on October 14th. So I did tell them to keep me in mind for next year, though, so maybe I'll be at it next year if they do it. But anyway, I was kind of disappointed because I thought, man, I'd really like to go to that, you know? That's a local thing too. But I got places to be on October 14th, don't I? I've got the hotel booked and ready, and I'm getting things ready here. So I'll be taking a lot of stuff with, and it looks like we're going to be doing a vendor's booth too, but Matthew's going to be running that for me. Thank you, Miss Jazz. Have a good night. I appreciate it. So, Sherry, if you guys don't have something like that out there, you should start one. I could help you start one. On October 21st, so, okay, the Christmas in July craft fair that Cherish, Hope's Homestead, and I were both at a couple of weeks ago, I put that one on. And then October 21st, the weekend after we get back, I've got another one that I'm partnering with a gal, and we're putting it on. They are not so hard to put on. You can be organized and do that sort of thing. You should do it if you want to. You can help with the vendor's booth, and Matt and Daryl can hang it. You know what, Sherry? That would be awesome, because Matt really does need to get out there and mingle with these folks a little bit. He doesn't get to very often, but he really does like to. So maybe they can hook up with Mike Pratt and Doug and the fellas. You know? So. Oh, that stinks, Bandana. Maybe she'll get you another night, though. I was kind of hoping that they would make it down there. No. They're not going to be able to, are they? They're a little bit far. Maybe we can split the cost and each have half a table. Hey, now listen, if you want to bring some stuff and sell at the vendor's booth, I don't care. I'm just going to have, I don't know, probably some hand spun yarn and I don't know, things like that. Matt's planning on having some of his horseshoe stuff and welded art and that sort of thing. So, you know. Yeah, that's right. Bandana will be there, so he can come and hang out with the fellas. Matt doesn't drink coffee, but he'll settle for sitting there with a Dr. Pepper while they drink coffee. So I guess we'll just have to say, listen, we're going to be there on Friday night, and we're going to go and help set up. And so we'll have our vendor's booth already set up. And I'm planning on having an actual sign, like I'm going to go ahead and go on Vistaprint and do one of those 2-foot by 3-foot banners or whatever. And I'll have it hanging at the booth. So when you get there, you'll see that's our booth right there, even if I don't happen to be at it. So if Matt happens to be at it, then you'll still see the sign and you'll know that that's our booth. So maybe we could all plan on meeting up there first thing in the morning and then do a round or whatever and then come back before I've got to start doing some demonstrations. Maybe. So, yeah, Pickers, that is really cool. They did get their 100 subs today. So, yeah, I am going to be going to the fairgrounds Friday night. We're going to help Amy and Cherish and them set up some stuff, and we're going to go ahead and get our tent set up and our tables and that sort of thing. And I don't know that we'll actually set up our stuff. Matt's kind of leery about leaving stuff out. I have a different viewpoint. I figure if they need it bad enough to steal it, they need it worse than I do. But, you know, Matt's kind of partial to his stuff. So, you know. So, we can also go. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'm sure that we will be meeting up. I figure if we leave about the same time, we should get there relatively the same time as well, because we're each about 6.5 hours away from there. So, yeah, Bandana, that is one thing that's kind of rough about it when you're thinking about setting up a booth and whatnot. If I didn't have Matt there to take turns with me, I'd be in trouble, because I don't want to sit there the entire time. I want to go and mingle and visit everybody too. So, you know, yeah, I am certain that we will be in phone contact. Oh, well, if you drive slow, then we may be there waiting on y'all. Depending on who's driving as to how much faster we get there. Either a few minutes faster or holy hell, how fast were you going faster? Hannah's in here waving at me, y'all. What? Hi. Yes, there is a bonfire meetup after Saturday night. You're right. I'm hoping to have some more details about that soon. I don't want to say soon, but sooner rather than later. Miss Sherry says, hi, Hannah. Hi. Hi. So, okay. Looks like we're having a sleepover Friday night. Oh, it is tomorrow night. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I just gotta know, where has 2017 gone? Really seriously, like really seriously, where has 2017 gone? Look at this child. Look at her. She's all grown up now. You say hi? You can come and talk? No? Do you guys see her haircut? She got her haircut for school. Sherry, I think they are, yes. I can find out for sure for you, but I think that they are $100. Miss Kelly, I think that you should. I think you should. I think personally what we should do is have a weekend meetup here at some kind of a lodge or something where we all have, you know, our own rooms to sleep in, but we have one big common area and hang out and make it a retreat. That would be a lot of fun. And there are a lot of those places in Gatlinburg, I'm sure. Good night, Jatan. Thank you so much for coming by. So, anyways, it is 8:51, y'all. I'm just saying, I'm beat. Matthew's outside mowing the lawn. It's dark now, or almost dark. He's finding that it's a little bit harder to mow this yard than it is our old yard, because before we just had a little 1/4 acre lot and our house took up 2/3 of it. But now we've got the 3 acres and he has to mow it, so he has to do it intermittently. You know, he'll do this little section today and that little section tomorrow and the other little section the day after that, and then by the time he gets done with the last section, he has to turn around and come back to the first section and start over again. So it's an almost never-ending cycle. So we may end up upgrading mowers someday. That'll be on our wish list for forever from now. But are you ready for school tomorrow, Hannah?
No.
Tomorrow is Hannah's first day, and because because the schools here are so strange, they go to school tomorrow morning long enough to consider it a day so that it counts for the state, and then they get their schedules, and then they get back on the bus and they come back home. So they'll be on the buses by 9:30, and they'll be headed back home. And then they're out of school on Monday for, I don't know, teachers organization day or whatever they call it, in-service day. And then they'll start up again Tuesday morning with a regular full day. Is it a full day? Yeah. So Tuesday morning is actually their first real day of school, but they'll go for a little while tomorrow morning. So her little friend is going to come home from school with her tomorrow morning. Whew. Whew, goodness. Excuse me, y'all. And anyway, they'll terrorize me, no doubt. Pray for me. I'll need it. And then, yeah, and then we start the weekend. My goodness. And we're already in August. And I'm telling you.
That's Thursday.
Yep. It's going to be Christmas soon. Did I say the C word? Really? Like, it's really going to be Christmas soon. Halloween's right around the corner. Thanksgiving's right behind it. Christmas will be here soon.
4 months.
4 months. Hannah says 4 months.
4 months and 22 days.
Listen to you. I don't like you doing that. Yeah, that's not cool. I don't like you doing that. Wait, 3 months and 22 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, you're right.
September, October, November, December.
We're getting our fingers out, y'all.
4 months until December 3rd, and then 22 days until the 25th.
Oh my goodness.
Christmas Day.
So anyways, that's pretty much it. I made it almost the whole hour. I'm ready for bed. I really do enjoy chatting with you guys. That does make me feel a bit better. I tell you though, man, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a bug or something, but man, I can tell my eyes are dark and sunk in. I feel sick to my stomach. No, I am not pregnant. Not even by a long shot. I haven't been out in the sun that much. Not at all today, so it's not sun issues, heat exhaustion, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not that. I don't know what it is. Feels a little bit like the flu, but it can't be the flu in August. I don't know. But anyway, y'all are chatty Cathys, and I'm not at all. Are y'all still here? Did I bore you to sleep? Anyway, I reckon I best go ahead and get off here because Pratt family is going to be on here in a few minutes. And want to make sure that we're opening up the lines for them. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm sorry it wasn't a whole lot of fun. But I really appreciate you guys. So we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.